everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. What does your house mean to you? A house built with 4 bricks and cement walls and a roof that represents so much: the dreams, the aspirations, memories, and life, and much more. When that house is demolished, it is not just the bricks and cement walls that are trampled upon, the dreams, aspirations, and memories that are destroyed too. Look at these pictures. This was the Makaan, the house, standing in JK Ashiyana, Kareli in Prayagraj. On Sunday morning at about 11:30 pm, the bulldozers rolled here and reduced it to rubble. This was the house in which Javed Mohammed stayed with his family. Javed is a political activist and businessman who police claims is a mastermind of the Prayagraj violence that unfolded in the city on Friday after the prayers. After Kanpur and Saharanpur, the bulldozers ran on the residence of Javed Mohammed. While some have criticized this action, a section of the masses is hailing the government action. Let us understand the issue in detail, but before that, we believe in questioning those in power, not the other way around. If you like the journalism that we do, then please do consider supporting us. Go to our website www.hwnews.in/subscribe and you will find different subscriptions options that are available for our readers and our viewers. Whatever plan that suits your budget, please take it up and pay us, because when you pay, you help independent media like us not only survive but also thrive. Now, we have also spoken to former Allahabad High Court Chief Justice, retired Justice Govind Mathur, to understand his opinion on the matter as well. So please stay with us till the end of the video. Now, on Friday, sporadic violence was reported in many parts of the country after Friday prayers. From Delhi, Telangana, West Bengal to Uttar Pradesh, many places witnessed massive protest by members of the minority community demanding action against ex-BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma for her comment on Prophet Muhammad. In many parts, these protests also turned violent. Stones were thrown and the mobs indulged in arson. In Uttar Pradesh, the police promised bulldozer action as well. They said that the accused will be identified based on CCTV footages and the action will be taken against them. On Saturday, the bulldozers rolled in Kanpur and Saharanpur and bulldozed the houses of the 2 main accused in the case. On Saturday itself, the police also arrested 54 years old Javed Mohammed. He has also been termed as mastermind of the protest as he had allegedly called for a bandh. Javed Mohammed is a Central Working Committee member of the Welfare Party of India, a political party that was floated in 2011. His role came to light during questioning of other accused. The police claimed and alleged that he had called for a bandh, asking people to reach the spot of protest through WhatsApp messages. Javed is a father of activist AfreenFatima. Javed's daughter Afreen, a student leader in her college days, completed her masters from Jawaharlal Nehru University in 2021 and she is the National Secretary of the Fraternity Movement, which is the student wing of the Welfare Party. On Sunday, the Prayagraj Development Authority demolished his house. The demolition drive started at around 12:30 pm and ended at 5 pm. The police reportedly had also detained his wife and daughter, but they were released subsequently. According to the reports, a notice to demolish his residence had been handed over to the family on June 11th, after which the police reportedly made efforts to get the family to leave the home as several female members of his family were staying in the house. Some members of the family told reporters that the officials apparently threatened them and asked them to vacate the house immediately. The notice that served refers to the illegal construction of the family's home and reads, in case pertaining to the matter, a notice was sent to the family on the 10th of May and a hearing was to take place on the 24th of May. However, no response was given from the family. This is what the notice reads. However, members of the family have said that no such notice was received by them in the past. On the other hand, a group of lawyers from Prayagraj have written to Allahabad High Court Chief Justice pointing out the anomalies in the police action. The letter also says that the action was completely illegal. KK Roy, Javed Mohammed's advocate, has said that the house that was demolished by the administration does not in fact belong to Javed Mohammed. He says that the house is owned by his wife AfreenFatima. But the notice was served in the name of Javed instead of in the name of Parveen. The house was apparently gifted to AfreenFatima by her father Roy says that they also have written to CGI demanding a compensation for the family and reconstruction of their home, which was apparently valued at 5 crore rupees. Afreen's sister also echoes this. Talking to media, she said that the house is in the name of her mother and the family has been paying all the taxes like water tax, house tax, electricity tax, and all are updated. Incidentally, Javed Mohammed has also been a prominent face in the anti-CAA protest. On June 11th, student activist AfreenFatima had put out an appeal on social media, writing to the National Commission of Women, highlighting safety concerns regarding her father. So far, the police has nabbed over 60 accused related to the Friday protest. 10 among them, the police say, are the main conspirators. Many of them have also been involved in the anti-CAA protest in 2019. Some of them are AIMIM workers and Samajwadi Party workers. Prayagraj ADG Prem Prakash in a statement to the press, however, said that many others have been identified as having been behind this well-planned violence. The police after Sunday demolition also said that they recovered illegal arms and some literature from the house of Javed Mohammed. However, there are many questions that are being raised on the entire action of the police and the administration alike, especially on the legality and constitutional validity of the action. So we spoke to former Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court, retired Justice Govind Mathur. Here is what he said. Listen to this to understand if the police action was legal or constitutional or not, and then decide your opinion.
So my first question is, in Prayagraj, the residence of Javed Ahmed was demolished using bulldozer, and earlier he was also declared as the mastermind behind the Prayagraj protest that turned violent. Now this is a new trend of bulldozer action, and what is the legality of this? Is it even legal?
RTD, as a matter of fact, I am not posted with the complete facts, but whatever I have read through the newspapers and otherwise also from net, it appears that Mr. Javed or some members of his family, they were participating in some movement. They were participating in this agitation on the last Friday. And now immediately thereafter some action was taken for demolishing his house. As per the facts given in different places, the house is also not in name of Mr. Javed. And it is a fact admitted that some notice was given to Mr. Javed and not to the actual owner. If no such notice was given to the actual owner, or even notice was given to, if it was given to Mr. Javed and it is said that it was not served upon him, then in my opinion, the law demands that a notice should have been given and adequate opportunity should have been given to Mr. Javed and the actual owner of the property as to whatever action Prayagraj Development Authority wanted to take. Now, without doing that, immediately coming at the spot and raising down this entire property, this is quite harsh and rule of law doesn't permit for that.
Okay. So, but the administration in its notice said that the residence, the house was illegal construction. Now, can this be a reason or justification for the bulldozer action and that too in a short span of time? It was not even 24 hours apparently.
Yes, now, whether this entire residence was illegally constructed or some part of that was illegally constructed, I don't know. But you see, there is a provision in every municipal law that is with regard to such constructions for compounding illegality. If an opportunity would have been given to the owner of the property, then they would have explained that what part is illegal and whether that is compoundable or not. So the minimum requirement is that an opportunity should be given to such person to defend himself, to put his version before the authorities concerned. Now it appears in this all facts of this series of facts, it appears that it is not a bona fide act.
Sir, even if bulldozer action has to take place, like for example, there are illegal constructions and the administration bulldozes such places, how much time should be given for the residents to vacate the plot?
You see, there is I don't think there is any time, any specific time period is prescribed. It is a reasonable time must be given. A reasonable time is not 24 hours. It is the essential thing is that you please adhere principles of natural justice. Give reasonable time to the person concerned to explain all the circumstances. Now, in the present case, entire action was taken on holiday. Opportunity was not available even to the person to approach the court. So this is not fair. After all, we are living in a democratic society. We are having our own values. We are governed by rule of law. So the difference of 2 or 3 days would have not caused any loss to the Prayagraj Development Authority.
Correct. So one more question. Earlier as well, UP has seen such action during CAA protest. UP government had then issued notices to recover damages from protesters and auction their properties as well. Now, the court had put a stay on it, but considering this, that the government has continued to find new ways to, make protesters answerable to their actions during the protest, is it constitutional or legal for the state authorities to take action directly on the protesters?
I would not like to say anything about this because this matter was heard by me. Validity of these actions were challenged before the court, before the Allahabad High Court. At that time, I was judge. I heard those matters. It would not be appropriate. Most of the matters are still pending before the court. It would not be proper for me to respond to this.
Okay, sir. But similar actions are also happening in Jahangirpuri. It is happening in Delhi. It is happening in Madhya Pradesh. Bulldozer action. My question was regarding: can the state decide the punishment, or you can say the action to be taken on the protesters?
It is only the law that can decide what action is to be taken. The state is required to act in accordance with law. If law permits for that, then all right. But one thing more, that is, the law should also be fair and reasonable. If law is arbitrary, if law is in contradiction with the fundamental rights, then that is also bad. That is also required to be challenged.
Sir, there are people who are planning to take this to court. What will be the court's reaction to this? I mean, how will court deal with this?
It depends on how the facts are brought before the court. Otherwise, now the house has already been demolished. In such circumstances, yes, court can certainly consider the question with regard to payment of compensation. Adequate compensation can be.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. That will all. Thank you.